I'm Anton.
You've got a year, tops.
Huh?
I'm sorry, but you've only got a year left to live. And that's being optimistic.
I was suddenly told that I had a limit to how much longer I'd live. I was diagnosed with a very serious disease.
But...
I see. I was shocked, but I just accepted my fate. I had known what was going to happen from a little while back. But there was one thing I was worried about.
I don't want you to disappear, Mommy!
My only child, Shinta. I don't know if he can go on without me. I can't believe I'd leave behind this young child. I was very upset about this disease, and I hated it. I knew that I would do my best to show off the best smiles in front of my son for the year. I swore to myself right at that moment. What are you laughing at, Shinta? Show Mommy. He started making little drawing diaries after that. Apparently, he's trying to keep the memories of us living together.
You're not allowed to look!
Why are you hiding it from me? We're family.
I said no!
You guys really get along well, don't you?
It's so nice to watch.
I prayed that this kind of life would continue forever. I don't know how many times I prayed and wished. However... My disease continued to progress, and the medications also had some bad side effects as well. My situation continued to decline. A year after the doctor suggested that, I only had a year left to live.
Mommy, I brought you some new flowers today!
Oh, they're so beautiful. I was trying my hardest not to show him any of my struggles, but it truly was a mental lifesaver to see him coming to see me every single day to check up on me. Come over here, Shinta.
Yeah!
My son being around me was making me push forward. I wonder how you're going to grow old.
Just like anyone else.
I wonder if you're going to find a girlfriend, a family. What kind of jobs are you going to find?
I don't know anything that far ahead in life.
Right, but Mommy has decided. I'm going to try to live so that I can see you become an adult. Seeing my son grow up every single day, I just decided that I was going to do it. I'm just going to keep pushing and live another day. But right at that moment...
It's not going to happen.
Huh? I was shocked by the words that came out of my son's mouth.
It's a 1-year anniversary tomorrow since they told you that you have a year to live, Mommy. I've been waiting for this day the whole time. I'm so excited to see if you really go to heaven tomorrow.
Huh? At that moment... My son dropped his diary on the ground that he had kept so near and dear. On it. This is...
You finally saw it. I was recording to make sure to see if you really were going to heaven in a year.
Shinta was watching me grow weaker every day. I was so shocked I didn't know what to say. Why?
That night, Mommy became very sick, and Daddy and I rushed to the hospital.
Lowering levels of consciousness. Begin CPR!
The doctors were all running around trying to keep her alive.
Minori!
Oh! Wow, this is amazing! Then, Mommy...
She has passed away. I'm sorry. We tried everything we could. But... Minori!
Wow! He was right! The doctors really were right! You're amazing, Mommy! I have to write it all down. I have to record it all!
Hey, Shinta! Stop that!
It's fine, Daddy. Mommy will come back to life.
What are you talking about? Coming back to life? That's not...
Daddy was bawling next to Mommy. He wasn't letting go either. I see. Daddy doesn't know anything about the world, huh? I mean, it's sad not to see her for a little bit, but I can see her again, so it's totally fine. I know. Mommy is going to come back to life because that old lady told me. Mommy. The day after Mommy found out she had a year, I was just crying all day.
Are you okay, dear?
I was on the bench crying when an old lady that had been sitting next to me started talking to me. She was known for being a lady that was strange on the block, so I wasn't supposed to talk to her.
Don't worry, she'll come back to life.
Huh? I explained everything that was happening when she grinned at me.
Souls can be reformed.
I was excited to hear that. Tell me more about that.
Your mommy is in a shell called a body. That body is returning to Earth. Your mother's life energy is just going back to the universe. But she will get another body thanks to the great bodies of the universe.
I didn't really understand what this old lady was talking about, but... So you're telling me that Mommy will come back to life, right? I was willing to do anything to get reassurance that my mommy would be all right.
That's right.
But after hearing that, I was excited and happy. My whole life changed. Every day became a joy. I have an idea. I'm going to record it if she really goes to heaven in a year. She'll come back anyway. I don't get chances like this every day. I started writing down my diary after that. A few days ago, my mommy really did pass away like they said she would. I wonder when Mommy's going to come back. Daddy didn't seem happy at all after that. He would come home, but we wouldn't talk at all. I'm sure once Mommy comes home, Daddy will be happy too. I started spending more time alone. I want to eat Mommy's cooking soon. Then, one day, I ran to the door because I thought it could be my mom. I rushed to see, but...
Hey, you must be Shinza-kun.
You're that guy who would go to Mommy's room in the hospital. This is the person that was coming to check on the lady who was in the bed next to my mommy. His name was Anton, and he was apparently a handyman.
I was just so curious about you. You must be making some kind of mistake.
A mistake?
I thought that this wasn't good.
What are you talking about? What kind of mistake am I making?
I know this is hard to say, but... people who die don't just come back to this world. Your mommy, she's not coming back anymore.
Huh? My brain drew a blank when he said those words. But she's going to come back! Mommy's going to come back!
Life is just a one-time thing. That's the same with everyone.
But that old lady said...
I'm sorry, but...
Mommy won't come back to life? That night, I was forced to swallow the tough pill that my mommy would no longer be coming back to life. Which means What have I done, Mommy? I'm sure she was struggling and painful, but she was always smiling so hard for me. Was I the reason that Mommy started getting sick that day? I did something to Mommy that would cause her to get really concerned and lose hope. Mommy, she loved me so much. The next day, I went to the old lady's house. Why did she lie? I wanted to complain and yell at her.
Oh, Shinta-chan, what's wrong, dear?
Anton-san told me, Mommy isn't coming back. You're horrible. Why would you lie like that? I said some horrible things to Mommy. I was furious and just let my anger talk the whole way through. I'm never going to see her again. I'm never going to see Mommy again. But I knew that I was the wrong one. I shouldn't have believed that horrible lie. But then the old lady...
But there is a way to talk to the deceased.
Huh?
I mean, you can only do it once, though.
Tell me more about how to do that. Okay, I'm going to do it. Just once. I'm going to see her one last time and apologize to her. I did exactly as the old lady told me and made preparations to talk to Mommy in heaven. All right, so set the photo to float here.
Mommy, if you're there, please talk to me. Let me hear you. Mommy, please, let me see you one more time. Then... Huh? Did it not work? Did I get tricked by that old lady again? But right at that moment... What? What's going on? Fire on the candles suddenly disappeared. Weather started to go crazy outside. What's going on? Is it because of this ritual? Then... Mommy? The method that the old lady said worked. Mommy was standing right in front of me. Shinta? But this was the last talk that I would be having with Mommy. Mommy, I'm so sorry. I wanted to apologize. I wanted to apologize to you, Mommy. I'm sorry, Mommy. What are you talking about, Shinta? I was so mean to you. It's all my fault. Are you okay? Huh? Is it really you? Sorry for lying to you. The person that showed up in front of me was definitely my mommy. Why? I thought you went to heaven, Mommy. You're not supposed to come back.
Sorry about surprising you like that, Shinta-kun.
Huh? Anton-san?
It's okay, Anton-san. I wanted to teach my son about the importance of life.
This is amazing! It's gotta be some kind of miracle.
Huh? Right after being told that I had a year left to live, we found out that my disease was not progressing. It was in fact in remission. Really?
I'm sure the feelings of wanting to be with your son is battling the disease very intensely.
They had said that if this continued, then I would even be healing towards being completely cured of the disease. But there was one thing that I was worried about. I learned that my condition was finally improving, so I decided to talk to the handyman, Anton-san, since my son was acting strange. We got everything ready before I called my son and husband back to the hospital.
Lowering levels of consciousness. Begin CPR!
I asked the doctors to help me out too. I fooled Shinta. I wanted to teach Shinta about the value of life.
I see. My mommy was alive. I'm so glad. Mommy wanted to fix my mistake, so she pretended to be dead.
But you understand, Shinta. You should never say anything like that again. It's incredibly harmful, okay?
Okay. I'm sorry, Mommy.
I'm sorry for lying to you, too.
I decided to spend the time that I had with Mommy even more carefully and cherish every moment.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Come back again for more, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.